Well, we're here tonight to celebrate, first of all, the generous contributions of so many people in our community to support the foundation here at Sampson Community College. And I think also at the same time to support our students who are the scholarship recipients, because the individuals that support our scholarship program, they're really making an investment in these young people. And so it's a great opportunity for these students to meet the benefactors of the scholarships and make that connection. And hopefully they'll take away from this event tonight a renewal of some energy to be the very best students they can be, to demonstrate their thanks for the way these folks are supporting them.
It's very important, and everybody I think really appreciates it. I know I definitely do, and it really does help alleviate the financial burden that comes along with, college, and it helps us, especially if you're, going to transfer, it's going to get even more expensive as you go on, and having these donors, here help us out here, before we go off to school.
I'm in the animal science program, and it's basically what my family has done through me growing up, and I've enjoyed working with animals, so I just figured my career in animal science would suit me well. First, I would say thank you for giving me the opportunity and giving me the chance to continue my education out here at Sampson.
Well, obviously Cindy was, this place, this school was very important to her. Her students were very important to her, and it was important to Adam and I, my son, that we leave a lasting legacy. For her, in some shape, form, or fashion, she just treasured her students, and she loved this school, and we felt like it was important for us to do that. Well, it's really a special opportunity to meet the recipients, and every one of them has been just so gracious and so thankful for the opportunity to be able to come to school. And part of that has been as a result of the scholarships that we've been able to provide, and just seeing their faces, and I get cards from them, I get letters from them, quite often from each individual scholar, that thanking us for that opportunity and telling us what their plans are and how things are going. So it's a good thing both ways. It really is.
Well, I think Sampson Community College is tremendous value. That's one of the things I've talked to Dr. Hutchins about. I think that's one of the things we got to work on to change the stigma associated with maybe going to a community college versus a four-year school. I think some students view it as a little bit of a personal letdown to start their career at a community college, but from a value standpoint, this is a whole lot better value for the parents and for the student most likely than it would be to go to a four-year school, because the first 2 years here, maybe getting your associates, is quite a bit cheaper. You're able to stay at home, so maybe cut down on some of the expenses. So that's one of the things we've got to do as an outreach to the schools to help change the mindset of some of the students such that they can realize that this is probably as good a value or better.
I would advise them that is the smartest choice they could probably ever make, because it saves a lot of time, it saves a lot of money, and also if you go off to school and think, I'm at the wrong place, that I want to change my major but I'm at the wrong school, you have 2 years before you transfer to another school to allow that time to know where you want to go to school after these 2 years. I would tell them that there's always a way, and as you see tonight, there's so many scholars and so many donors that are willing to give their time and their money to donate their money so other people who might not be able to afford it can go to college. So
increasingly, as we look at the decline in federal financial aid and some of the stipulations that are placed on it, private giving to so many of our students who are working part-time and not eligible for federal financial aid becomes increasingly important. If you look around here, you see the partnerships between civic groups and the partnerships between business and everything. This is what makes a community college truly a community, and we would like to thank everyone for their continuing support. They've done it for the years, and we look forward to them continuing it in the future. It's a great thing for our community, a great thing for this institution, and certainly a great thing for the students to benefit by it.
Great action. I think it's a wonderful moment. They see who cares about their education, who's donated to make sure they get the educational opportunity they want, and the donor gets to see who's benefiting from their donation.
Well, I chose animal science because I've always been interested in the farming agriculture industry, and I saw an opportunity, and it was just
The program was hooked up through NC State, and that's where I would like to later transfer to. So
my favorite events of the year, because it's so heartwarming to be able to see the scholars show up and thank in person the people who help make their education possible. And it's really nice to be able to see the donors come out and actually see their gifts at work and see how they are changing lives with their gifts. And it's nice to have all the volunteerism coming from staff and faculty and people pitching in to make this possible.